This episode is brought to you by West Coast Beach, a year-round beach volleyball club on the west side of Los Angeles in Santa Monica, California. At West Coast Beach, we aim to get 1% better every day, both on and off the court. You can find more info about us at westcoastvbc.com and on Instagram with handle at westcoastvbc. All right, I'm here with the amazing, inspiring, the great, the one and only Kelly Reeves. Kelly, thank you
What
so
up?
much for being here.
Oh my gosh, well, thank you for having me, Wex. It's been a long time. It's good to see your face, so I'm happy to be here.
Yes, been a while. Kelly, you played at UCLA as an outside hitter and on the beach, and as the first ever player in UCLA history to be a All-American on the beach team, which I thought was really cool when I saw that. Your first team all Pac-12 in 2011, and you won a national championship in 2011. And I was honored to be a volunteer assistant on that team. That was really cool. And that was under Coach Mike Seeley. Shout out to Seals. You were also a member of Team USA, and you made your debut on the AVP in 2016, and you were named Rookie of the Year. You have 2 NORCECA gold medals and 5 podium finishes. You're a Wilson social media advisor, and your Instagram is at Kelly Reeves02, and you rock, and you're awesome. And one more thing before we get in, you also have this really cool video, a GoPro Awards beach volleyball practice on YouTube, and I will link to on this video. So everyone should check that out. Kelly, again, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. I'm stoked. Good intro.
Right on.
You hit everything. I didn't even know some of the stuff, but like, good stuff.
I love it.
Nice to get. Yeah.
I love it. All right, we're gonna get right into it. Kelly,
All right.
what does living an inspired life mean to you?
Living an inspired life to me, I think I thought about it a little bit, and I think it's just kind of being like your best version of yourself and like identifying who you are. Obviously that takes time to kind of figure out who you are. I mean, I'm still so young, I feel, but like I'm at a point now where I'm trying to like really tap into that, like what are my core values, and trying to like live those pillars day in and day out. And I think if you can do that, that's how you find happiness, and you hopefully inspire others, inspire yourself to chase your dreams. So I think living, like knowing who yourself, knowing who you are as a person is super important, and trying to live that every day.
How does the inspired feeling transcend one's sport and carry over to their personal life?
I think you have to, it's just balance, learning to like keep volleyball, your emotions on the court, like keep it on the court and try not to bring it into your daily life. I mean, that's a lot harder said than done. Like
right.
That's something that I'm working on, because with the beach, it's so new. I'm obsessed with it, learning, trying to be better, trying to make up lost time compared to my other, opponents on tour, because they've been playing a little longer. So it's just trying to find that balance of like, when we're in volleyball training, whether it's a lift, practice, film, yada, competition, that emotion stays there. And as soon as I come home to my apartment or with family and friends, like I have to turn it off. I need that escape. So I kind of flirted with it a little bit. But I think the biggest thing with that is just learning to like separate the two emotions. It's hard.
No, yeah, no, I got
sense?
that. No, it definitely makes
I don't know
sense.
if that answers the question. But.
No, it does. And what's interesting to me, if you don't mind expanding on a little bit, is so we separate the emotions, right? And we kind of leave the game, where it is, leave it on the court, so to say. But the lessons that you've learned, through sport, how do those lessons carry over to your personal life?
Oh, wow. I think a lot of the lessons that I've learned through volleyball have helped, off the court as well, with like my, relationships with my family, my friends, other people. I think it's kind of molded me in the way to like kind of, separate emotions, the competitive emotions, leaving those on the court, and then trying not to bring them into family, into friends. I mean, yes, it happens every once in a while, depending on the situations and events, holidays, all that. But like, I think that was like a really hard lesson for me, in the sense to like learning to like balance and separate the two. because I found myself like trying, like, I didn't have an outlet, or I didn't have anywhere to escape. And that's all I
Right.
was doing was like, my emotions were just like, it was just volleyball 24/7. So I think over time I've had to like have those hard conversations, learn to separate the two. It's definitely difficult, but learning to manage that. It's kind of like looking back, like I wouldn't change it because I've learned a lot and I've grown a ton from it. So yeah, that would be my biggest thing with that, with the
Cool.
emotions. I mean, it's in our nature though to have emotions, and I
Right.
think the biggest thing with that is like what I've learned is like creating that awareness of like, okay, I'm feeling this way. Be honest with yourself. Maybe the people around you, let them kind of know, and it's like I will move on.
Right.
Versus
Right.
just letting it just like sit and eat at your core and affect everything, your mood, your whole day. I think the awareness is key, and I've done a lot of work with that on my own. Um, and I think it just kind of helps. Like sometimes you just have to like talk out loud, like, well, I'm not feeling happy today, or like, I'm not feeling great on the court, or like, I feel awesome. And just like creating that awareness of your emotions is huge. And that's a good way to like separate it, if that
Totally.
makes sense.
I couldn't, no, it absolutely does. I couldn't agree more. And something I've been working on personally is meditating in the morning. And it's
Yeah.
not like a 20-minute thing. It's more just like a few minutes of just getting quiet, really just going back to the breath. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received and why?
Best piece of advice. Ooh, there's been a lot of advice, but I think it'll go back to like kind of like my parents. They've always told me to like follow your path, and my path is my path. It's not anyone else's. Like I'm down this road on my own,
Right.
and I will experience things different than others, and I have to embrace that and learn from it and grow from it, and I'm going to fail. But then it's like, how can I continue to just keep going down that path and make it fun? So that was kind of like what my parents have always told me. Like I've never felt pressure to do what I've done. I've always wanted this. Um, but my parents have definitely like, they've always ingrained that, like, follow your path. This is what you want to do. Go do it. I'm like, okay. I've just been doing that ever since I started playing, which was like 12.
Yeah. Your parents are awesome, by the way.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out Mike and Jeannie.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're upstairs. I'm at home with them, so they're probably listening.
That's cool. That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
how they always they've always supported you on your journey. And like, there was a quick little moment where during that game, I watched it last night, and there was a clip of them, and your mom was just like so intense, like so into it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
but I
I
just,
think, yeah, my family has definitely been a big impact of me, and they've been super supportive, and like it's been nice having them on this path with me.
yeah,
Uh, and yeah, they support me, and having that support system is huge. And to see them like at my games, like it means a lot, because it's like we're in this together. It's not
right.
just me. Like it's a family team effort. Like it's my parents, it's my brothers as well. Like they're super supportive and like help me when I need help. And it's just nice that we can all share that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. Your family's awesome. Yeah. I
yeah,
love your family.
we're kind of, we can be a little nuts, but like we're fun. I love them to death, to pieces. All five of us. It's fun.
So this is perhaps the best question I could ever ask you or anyone.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm going to ask it, and I would encourage you to ask it to other people as well.
Okay.
What is your ultimate why?
Ooh, I've gotten asked this a couple of times. I was on the same cast with who is it? Travis Merwerder and
Yeah,
Trevor
for
Lawrence.
sure. Yeah, they're
So,
both coming on next week,
oh,
actually,
they
on
are
this.
cool.
Yeah.
So when I was with them, my why was a saying that I have. It's like a quote in my room. It's like, what is it? It's do what you love and love what you do. But to expand off that, I think your why, it's always changing, no matter where you
Mm,
are in life. So, I mean, you have your concrete definition of why, then you're always redefining it.
right.
Being yourself, be authentic and rock it. Just rock it.
Just,
Whatever makes you, you. Be you. Don't be anyone else. Your path is yours. Embrace it.
Kelly, you're inspiring.
Thank
You're
you.
awesome.
I
I
try.
can't thank you enough. Again, your Instagram is at Kelly Reeves 02. Are there any websites or anything you want to promote or?
No, you just follow me on Instagram. I'm pretty active. I don't post a lot, but if you want to reach out, you can write me a message. My email's up there.
Cool.
I'm happy to talk. I got the time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kelly Reeves, you're a champion. You're amazing. Thank you so much for being here today.
You are so welcome, Wex. Thanks for having me.
All right. Talk to you soon. If you're looking to start a podcast or you have a podcast and you're looking for editing services, hit up my guys, Oliver and Garrett at DAF Global. They're awesome. They help me with this podcast and they take care of all kinds of different services like editing and audio enhancement, and they're great to work with. They're also offering a 10% discount to all Within the Game listeners. So hit my guys up at DAF Global on Instagram and also on their website, www.dafglobal.co.uk.